overcompensate, and then it like makes the whole thing dark.
No, that looks good. I think we'll get away with it. Right. My Instagram is now live. Yours should be live, sir. I need
Yes,
to order I need to order myself a new waffle hat. They are good.
they are. We need woolly ones as well.
Yeah.
Well,
Though,
actually,
well,
there's
you
no one.
don't. I might
No.
need one.
Yeah, what am I gonna do with a woolly hat in Ghana?
Exactly.
That's actually
Um, let's check. Yeah, X is live, and let's just check the YouTube channel. Dun, 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 dun. And YouTube is live. Fabulous. Right. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 78 of Crypto Waffle. Today's topics are: is meme coin season approaching? We're having a ton update, and what are the charts saying? So, what do you want to start with, sir?
Shall we talk about meme coin season coming back?
We can do. So, I mean, I was looking at something just before about the meme coin season. I was looking at something they call a meme coin season index.
Oh,
So, let me show you this. Can you see my screen?
I can. Oh, wow.
So, this is the meme coin season index over the last 90 days. So, this shows you, if you scroll down a little bit, and it gives a nice little explanation here. It helps you answer the question whether it's meme season right now in real time by showing how many of the top meme tokens are currently outperforming Bitcoin over a given time period. The simple, powerful metric gives you an instant snapshot of meme market sentiment, speculative appetite, and social buzz in the crypto space. So in here, you can see how it works as well. We track carefully selected group of top meme coins, including Doge, SHIB, Pepe, Trump, Bonk, Fartcoin, SPX, with Floki, and Popcat. We calculate the percentage return of each meme token over selected timeframes, e.g., 30 or 90 days, and compare it to Bitcoin's returns over the same period. And it obviously gives you this kind of rating, like with the on Coin Market Cap, you have the fear and greed index. So it gives you are we bear market effectively, or meme season things are hotting up. So I found this chart quite useful. Although it would be good if you could view this like going further back than 90 days. Like if you could view this going back to like, I don't know,
2021.
2020, yeah, or maybe even 2017,
Put it on 90
2018.
days and let's see how far back it goes.
So this is 30 days. That's on 90. So it only goes back to February 25.
Yeah.
So
a little over 1 year.
yeah. So we had obviously that brief period of meme outperformance from around, call it May, to give or take end of July into early August in 25. Obviously, since then we kind of had nothing, and we're getting some sort of spike. Now, the real discussion here is, do you think it's going to be something more sustained like this, or is it going to be one of these pump and dumps that we've seen in, call it January, and as well as mid-September, late October 25?
I feel like they've missed the trick there,
Why
whereby
is that?
the bottom is 0% and there should be a minus, because there should be like a
How many severely underperform?
yeah.
No, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Your hair looks phenomenal today, by the way.
Thank you very much, sir. I'm growing it out for a change.
Yeah.
It's rare that I've only been having a hat on because my hair was not long enough to go back, so it looked wild and wacky. So the hat would just keep it down, and the hat also trains the hair.
Right. Okay.
To stay back.
See, my hat trains my hair to never turn up.
To never come back.
Sorry, Kat, did I scare you? So meme season on the way back looks like. Is it temporary?
Now, this is the difficult part. And I think I mentioned this last week, but if we really want to see alts and memes take off for the rest of this cycle, we need to see constructive price action within Bitcoin first. E.g., we need this thing to fly past 82 and then hold. Because if at the moment, from what I'm looking at, so let me just get a Bitcoin chart in front of me, and I'll share my screen just so everyone knows what I'm looking at the same time. All I can see is Bitcoin at current resistance. Now, when I say resistance, all we need to do to see where resistance is look left. So if we look left from where we are today, you can see we found some sort of support, give or take, in the 80k to 85k area, because when we dropped off in November, we got to this level and then bounced all the way back up to 98, which then resulted lower. And then the same sort of area acted as support back here in, call it early March into early April, before we had that final rally to the previous all-time high. And what we want to see is price action effectively, we just get a little paintbrush, is we want to see it hold this level here. We do not want to be breaking 80k, give or take, and we need to see some sort of progressive move. Now, it's funny you say that, or let me share my screen entirely because I bookmarked this tweet just before we come on. So an old chartist that I follow on Twitter, this guy here, Peter Brent, he's what they call a technical chartist, and he studies a certain type of charting. I can't remember the name of it, but I really do like his charts and like his work. I followed a few of his YouTube tutorials and other things through Real Vision. Really good. And he's saying, Sui, this is a major bottom. Price will trend substantially higher from current levels. So there, and he's in his, I think, 80s now, this guy.
I love this comment, this top comment here. 1776 was a, I don't know, go.
Yeah.
Let me get this straight. You were calling for continued BTC decline for months. Then voila. Once that prediction failed, you pump a poo coin. How brave.
And then he's replied, are you a big of a fool as you appear to be? Bear in mind, this guy is like 80 something, by the way.
You can tell that that's such a boomer insult, isn't it? Take that.
But fair play to him,
scoundrel.
right? He still posts his charts like he's doing his thing.
Can we look at his timeline and see if he was calling for a major BTC decline like everybody else apart from me?
Where's the little search bar? Can you search?
No, just go for his timeline.
BTC.
Ah.
So you can search people's timeline to see what they've called.
Yeah.
So April 28th, he said Bitcoin, as those of you predicting 250k in 2026, need to stop with the mushrooms. This is called a channel. While it does not preclude further price gains, it is not a bullish bottoming pattern. A factor report of classical chart analysis. So he's saying Bitcoin hasn't bottomed yet. In March, he said, when the little banana lines up with the big banana, we can celebrate with banana cream pie. And this is Bitcoin. So e.g., when we get to like 83, he's saying the big banana is basically continuation down the line, which could lead it to 500k, whatever down the line, from what you can see in those charts there. What else has he got? Next off is 58th Street. This was back in January. So he's calling for a pullback effectively before we go higher there.
Yeah, good. Got that wrong, sir.
Well, you can't say that yet.
No,
we haven't made it through 80 something.
I don't know. Let's see. When did he put that?
That was Jan 31st.
Yeah, so where were we at the time in January? We were quite high, weren't we?
January 31st. We're around here in this candle. So give or take between 86 to...
Yeah, okay. So he was right. So it did go lower.
Yeah, it went to 59.
Yeah.
And he said 58th Street.
Yeah.
So you've got to give it there. It was a K off.
Yeah, fair play.
Fair
play. Old Geezer was right.
This is the thing. There is very... Are we, aren't we, across the timeline.
Yeah.
Within stocks and specifically crypto right now. Obviously, because some people might be looking at the NASDAQ like this, and you're seeing S&P at all-time highs. You're seeing Nasdaq at all-time highs.
The most silly green line anybody's ever drawn on a chart.
Yeah,
by the way.
you might want to. You look at Apple's new all-time highs. AMD smashed all-time highs. Like all these things, all these bigger companies have been Nvidia all-time highs, Rolls-Royce new all-time highs, Tesla not far off all-time highs. So all these bigger companies are back sending the stock market to all-time highs, and us average investors, average Joes, can be very conflicting views when you're looking on Twitter, because there are some people that I really appreciate and follow and listen to, and they're calling for the continuation in a bull market, but specifically within equities, not crypto. But then part of me thinks if we're going to get an equities party, there's obviously that liquidity that we used to see, i.e. in 21, 22, when we didn't have AI, was the crypto liquidity. But now everything is all AI. That liquidity that we maybe would have had some of is not interested in us because there's a new kid on the block, in a way.
Yes and no. I guess no, because previously we didn't have access to that money anyway, because there were no ETFs. So it was all retail. And retail's not pushing the AI bubble. That's institutional.
No, I think you are getting some retail though. Like retail, I was watching the All In podcast, not All In, Forward Guidance podcast this morning, I think it was. And options volumes are at all-time highs. Retail volume or retail volume, options volume is at all-time highs. But I don't use options. I don't fully understand how they work. And I can tell you probably 7 out of 10 average Joes that are buying options have no idea how they work. They just know they can make a shit ton of money if they hit the home run.
If I think it's I think that kind of does feed to my point though, because options aren't.
It's basically more leverage. It's leverage, isn't it? Effectively. Yeah. And all we're seeing is leverage push assets higher. Like, we know this. So it's a very difficult situation. But the way I think about this and how I am doing this within my portfolio, and this is, I can only really speak for myself here because I'm 26, I'm 27 this year. There is no harm in me being 26, leaving my spot positions on. If we go into a bull market, happy days. If we go into a bear market, I average down. Like, that is my game. Okay. I'm not here to go, right, where are we next week? All on or out. Like, I don't care. I'm holding my spot. I keep my spot and I do nothing with it. Yeah. I might flick around with the trades like we've been doing with our crypto waffle stuff and for our vault. Like, I was in a Fartcoin long. I copied ours from the vault. I cashed out a bit early. Probably shouldn't have done because our crypto waffle one's up even more than or higher than where I was when I cashed out. But that's not my game short-term stuff.
No, so, nobody ever went broke taking profits.
Exactly. So if you're a younger person that's watching this or you have time on your side, like, there's no need to rush if you've got spot. That's how I act in this, because it's not an easy place to say. Whereas I think you're a bit more tactical with, i.e. risk on, risk off. Yeah.
Yeah, I like to try and take more chances.
Yeah.
Although I'm kind of losing the desire to take chances after the debacle of the last run.
Because do you think that we potentially are going back into risk on phase, seeing alts and that go up substantial amounts over the last couple of weeks?
The thing is, if we go to complete risk off, nobody will be surprised. Everybody will be like, well, it was obvious. The war's gone on for too long. Oil prices have been too high for too long. Price of food's going to be whacked up. People are going to have, especially retail, are going to have less money to throw at assets. Companies are going to do worse. There's going to be less consumer money about risk off. That would be kind of obvious in hindsight in 6 to 12 months' time.
Yeah.
So it's hard for me to be overly bullish at the moment because common sense suggests otherwise, and there's too much smelly FOMO, especially with the S&P, where it
Yeah.
just looks like it's just too high for no reason. Like, who even believes in these American companies?
Yeah. It's difficult. It's not easy at all. Like looking at some of the other charts, like Bitcoin dominance or meme coin market cap. Like meme coin market cap looks like it's putting in some sort of bottom. And again, like going back to my own personal portfolio, like my Doge bags, I haven't touched. Like I had a good average entry. I've done nothing with it. If we go into a bull run, happy days. If we go lower, I end up DCAing. Like it's not the end of the world for me.
I feel like you should have added to your Doge.
But I didn't need to because my average price was so good. Like my average price was like 9 to 10 cents, if that.
And now we're back.
And we haven't been below my
there.
average. Well, we went below it for like maybe a week or two, and then we kind of popped back up. And don't be wrong, like I've still got risk on. I've been putting a bit of risk on. I took some risk off last week live on Redo.
Yes.
Like because that had been there for a while.
Yeah.
But I actually put a bit of that cash back into Redo today.
Yeah.
Because it's down 60% from where I sold it.
I've been seeing some ecosystems perk up, like Cosmos in particular has perked up. Osmosis doubled overnight on some weird rumors that someone's going to try and pick it up. And these sorts of strange injections of capital are exciting to me, or enticing.
I mean, and Ton is another good example.
Yeah.
Like Ton went and did, what's that, 110% move in a week.
Yeah.
Sui, another one that did 60% in a week.
Yeah.
Like you got to look at VVV. It's still climbing, that privacy token you mentioned a while back.
That's the AI. That's the AI token.
In a week, it's up 100% again.
And I feel like people are buying that purely because they don't have anything else to buy.
Yeah. I mean, one that we haven't talked about in a while is Xano.
Yeah.
So Xano put a bottom in back in March 16th. That's currently up 100% since. So there's obviously pockets, I think, within, well, not I think, we know within crypto that are picking up traction.
Yeah.
Now, I know I did say this in the VIP that when we were seeing Ton and everything rip a bit, like it's not abnormal to see that after price has been compressed for so long.
Yeah.
Like you're bound to see shorts get blown at some point because there'll be so many heavy shorts on the market. The market makers will just blow you out.
Dead cat bounce.
Yeah, potentially. I mean, if we go, we'll go into the charts quickly, then we'll cover Ton at the end because they all kind of wrap in.
I think I need to find another term for that. She didn't like that. She didn't like that. I said dead cat bounce. Didn't like that one.
They all wrap into one. So if we look at Bitcoin, obviously we've mentioned before that when we get these falls on the weekly below the orange and white line, typically that means bull market's over and the bear market is in for a while. And there is no instance in, say, 2018 where we successfully got above both orange and white lines and continued. We bottomed once we finally got above it. You could argue if we didn't have COVID, we probably wouldn't have had this spike, but it happened anyway. Obviously, then mass stimulus happened, and we saw the same thing again. We dropped below the orange and white line, sold off in the bear market. Once we reclaimed both successfully, we never lost either of them again until more recently, which we've just seen was a breakdown and a retest. Now, going off of those metrics, i.e. these SMAs that we're looking at now, which is the 20-day and the 50-day, we could go all the way up to 94K, and technically off of this metric, i.e. we can go up to the orange 94K and still be in a bear market. because realistically, that would still be classed as a lower high if we're to come there. And even in this current stair step that we're in now, you've had your high here with another lower high here, and potentially you put another low high in here. And usually in bear markets, you continue to see lower lows get put in. So it would not surprise me if we were to revert from here and then attack this. Like, that would not surprise me. Because you've also got to remember that Bitcoin, and specifically, is very liquidity sensitive. So if there's not a lot of extra liquidity coming in, i.e. people aren't looking for the risky of risk stuff, like Bitcoin won't move, which is probably why we haven't done anything substantial. Like, you might be thinking, hang on a minute, AMD was up to 20% in a day. Why is Bitcoin only up 1%? It's because people haven't got the liquidity to be putting it into that higher risk appetite. Like, AMD is, in some people's eyes and big institutions, a hell of a lot easier and safer to buy than buying Bitcoin. And
which I think is crazy.
Yes, which some people could agree is crazy and whatnot. And the other thing is, during bear markets, like the whole idea of these rallies, i.e. here back in 21, where we initially sold off from 70k down to 33. We then rallied all the way back up to give or take 48k. The whole idea of that bounce is to lure you back in to thinking we're back in the bull market. What do? You go out and buy assets, and then week, 2 weeks, month later, bang. And you likely puke those positions somewhere in here.
That one's horrible because you see you've taken that yellow and the white line. You've taken the two that can signal bull market.
Yeah.
And it's just been a fake out.
Yeah.
And then
this is what I'm saying. Like, we want to see it hold. Like, when I was saying that we need to see Bitcoin hold 82, like, technically we need Bitcoin to be holding where we are now, 80k, to have any chance of just getting to 94. Because this is going to be acting as resistance as well. Like, I won't be looking to put extra risk on, i.e. with cash on the sides, until we probably break through 94k, like, substantially. Like, I would much rather be late but correct than early and wrong.
Yes.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because there's no way I'd want to put money into work here now thinking, okay, yeah, all-time highs is going in. We don't then get to all-time highs. We get to 94, get hammered, and I'll be like, shit, I'm down now. I didn't want to do this.
Yeah.
And then a perfect example of that is copper. Like, I'm sharing some alpha here. I literally put this out to our members today, that I've just put my copper longs on today, and I missed the chance, like the perfect opportunity. If I go to this monthly chart here, it gave you the breakout retest of this 520 area. Look at it here.
You've been screaming copper for ages.
Yeah, in March it perfectly retested. Yeah. I was too busy playing paddle and enjoying life, right? So I missed the opportunity to get that perfect entry. But I don't care. I would much rather that confirm that is going to be the low, and then we accelerate, which it now looks like we're going to do past all-time highs. I am more than happy buying here and holding for a year or two, because I'm likely buying the breakout now. I'm going to watch this thing just do what it does. Because if we go to view silver and gold before they broke out, like silver here, we only really started accelerating once we got past this 34 area. We didn't really stop until we then hit that 120. Gold, for example, we had a breakout here, small retest, and then we took off. Like, you can see within here, there's multiple percentile drawbacks in this bull run in gold, and there is in silver as well. So all you need to do in copper here is stay the course.
Yeah.
So it's really difficult, and again, it depended on your personal circumstances. Like, there's no easy way to say what you should be doing in this market. Like, personally, anyone with a longer time frame you have a massive advantage over everybody else.
Yeah.
Because all you know what you need to do. As long as they're printing money, you buy and hold. That's the age-old thing that we always refer back to.
Copper long is looking real good right now.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw the copper report as well, but I had
saw it, but
serious fun.
I didn't
making
read
that.
it. I haven't read it yet.
Oh,
but
it's so good.
It looks really good.
Yeah, it's actually mad.
We do need to do something with those. Maybe put them behind a paywall or something, because all this free alpha that you're giving away.
But they're only in the VIP.
Oh, okay.
I haven't put them in the light.
Okay, fair.
So they are behind the paywall.
So we'll add copper to our trades for today.
Yeah. Right. Do you want to mention anything else on those before we go into TON?
No.
Okay. So, briefly before TON, whilst you just mentioned Hyperliquid, I saw a post. Let me get my bookmarks up.
Please say that it means we can do vaults, can do...
Close.
Oh.
But it's similar. So you will soon be able to buy spot stocks on Hyperliquid. So you won't be able to buy just perps. So that's massive. So rather than having to have a stocks and shares ISA here in the UK or whatever it is, you can go onto Hyperliquid and just buy a share of Tesla or a share of Amazon, like whatever it is. And they've partnered with Ondo Finance for this. So it's saying Ondo tokenized stocks can now be bridged to Hyperliquid's EVM via Layer 0. Spot positions unlock advanced strategies for perp traders and applicable markets, such as a basis traders and delta neutral hedging.
Did Ondo pump on this news?
I haven't looked.
It's a $2 billion asset over the last month. It's done about 60%. So is everything else.
Okay. Not amazing then.
No, not amazing, but that is good. I wonder.
Yeah, I mean they're still building, and this is the key. So when we're in bear markets like we are now, or potentially in now, you want to be keeping a close eye on the projects and assets that are still building, still doing partnerships, still releasing new things, because they are the ones that will hang around. Anything that's silent and isn't being built or whatever, like there's no point in following it. But anyway,
chances are nothing will happen.
Yeah.
So I'm looking through Ondo now, and I'm trying to see what I can do with these Ondo points. Trying to see what I can do with the Ondo token besides just holding it. I
think you might be able to stake it somewhere.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for, but there's nothing immediately obvious on the.
I think if I might be wrong in saying this, but I think if you want to tokenize assets on Ondo, you have to have Ondo tokens to do so. If that makes sense.
Yes, that does.
Like you can't just go and go. I want to tokenize this.
That's the reason for the token existing, right?
Yeah, I could be wrong, but I think that's one of them, one of the RWA tokens.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
But TON, so we've discussed TON, I mean, ages back, and for anyone that doesn't know what it stands for the Open Network, and if you still don't know what that is Telegram. So Pavel Durov come out, and I'll just read what Grok kindly summarized for me. TON has been one of the top performing major cryptos in early May 2026, with massive gains, roughly 80 to 100% in about a week, from around 130, 135 to highs near 280 to $3. The core story is Telegram is going all in on TON. The big catalyst is Telegram's much deeper, more direct involvement with the Open Network blockchain. On May the 4th, Telegram founder Pavel Durov announced that Telegram is replacing/taking over the TON Foundation as the main driving force behind the network. Telegram is becoming the largest validator on TON, staking millions of TON, reportedly 2.2 million tokens. This enables sharp fee reductions up to 6x lower, approaching near zero for users, making it far more practical for everyday payments and apps inside Telegram. This isn't just a partnership like it's Telegram. with its 1 billion. Telegram also has 1 billion users, by the way, so just bear that in mind. But it's Telegram leaning heavily into Ton as its native blockchain layer for mini apps, payments, wallets, and more. Durov has also highlighted Ton's strong staking yields, often 20% APR, way above Bitcoin or Ethereum. Now that, in a sense, is wrong because I have some Ton, I stake, but I only get 4%, if that. I wouldn't say the average is 20. I mean, if it is, then fair enough. I've obviously got mine staked in the wrong place. But that seems substantially higher from what I remember seeing. But that's why Ton has moved. And as mentioned last week, I still feel the best way to play Ton from a risk to reward perspective is redo the meme token, because that is one of the biggest memes on Ton. And I'll share my screen now so everybody can see. So this is Redo. It's not massive. It's 11 mil market cap. If you remember last week, it was around 17. In this spike here, I was on stream selling whilst we were there. I actually went back in today around 10 cents. I think it was 9.8 or something.
Why didn't you wait for it to come back down to the channel?
Well, we did. We come back into this box.
Okay.
I put a little bit back to work. I think I put 5% of the cash back to work. If you measure that move, we are give or take 60% down. So I've increased my certain amount of tokens with that specific amount of capital by whatever, probably double, if not more. But this channel breakout, in an ideal world, what you'd want to see is a breakout retest. Now, it's not always the thing, but an area of support for Redo will be this, call it 8 cents to 9.5 cents area. And now this is in Ton, by the way, not USDT. So this is 0.1 Ton, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So if this is going to continue, this is what you want to see. This now probably chop for a bit, build some sort of base again before then attacking these highs. If we get through that, you then want to be looking around here. So that's around the 40 cents area. You get past that, you're then looking at all-time highs.
Well, not 40 cents, for Ton.
Sorry, yeah,
change
4 Ton.
Can you change it to USD?
It might be on here. Oh, why put why? No, let me do it on Trading View. We should be able to get it on here. No.
Yeah.
Let's just try and search it. Redo. Let's try this. Okay, 10 cents. So you can see it here, but it hasn't got as much chart history.
Yeah, that can't be right.
Yeah, it's just because it hasn't got the chart history, which is why I've labelled it Look on Deck Screener. Because you can get the full chart history on here. It's just in Ton. Hang on a bit. Am I being stupid?
I think so.
That's Ton. No, I am right. That was a USDT. Yeah, this is USDT.
It just says Redo Ton.
Yeah, but look, if you click up here, so you see USD is currently highlighted, switch to price in Ton. Yeah. That's now Ton.
Okay.
So it actually, Redo it in Ton terms, went to near enough all-time highs.
Yeah.
Up there. But USD terms didn't. And it's the same sort of story if we actually go and look at Ton. I say similar. Had nowhere near as big a rally, but you got the same sort of pattern at play. And let me get rid of some of these lines because it does look a tad confusing. So again, you've kind of got that similar channel and you want to see this hold. So you do not want to see that, call it $2 area fail.
Yeah.
And if I also was to remove this white line, you will see we have our, I think it's the 100-day, no, 50-day SMA in orange. So do you remember a minute ago we talked about bull market, bear market? You can see last time Tom was above its 50-day, we had good price action for a while until it finally come below. So what you want to be watching is does Ton hold this on the weekly? If it does, fabulous. Like if we go to the daily and go and have a look at the previous price action, you want us to be above all moving averages and hold them to be in a bull market. Obviously, if you got in here, perfect. You might have shut yourself a bit here and go, oh, do I sell a bit? Do I sell a bit? But if you just stayed the course, you would have been rewarded. And then same again here, like we're above all moving averages. So we could, theoretically, on the daily, pull back all the way to 170. But what will happen is these moving averages will move up as Tom kind of consolidates, just goes down a bit. It's the bigger time frames though that I usually look at. So on the weekly, I wouldn't want Tom to be losing $2.
Any fundamentals behind Ton changing?
I think the big fundamental this is why I haven't sold my Ton tokens, is that it's Telegram. Like Pavel Durov is one of the biggest advocates for decentralization. Like he doesn't own a house, he doesn't own a car, he doesn't own a plane. Like he owns nothing because he doesn't want to be held down by anything. And you've only got to look at the amount of people that use Telegram to see that. And I don't know if you remember, but a while ago, you can book flights on your Telegram app.
Yeah.
Like I've got a bot on Telegram that if I wanted to, I could book flights through. You tell it where you want to go, what dates, how much you want to spend, and then it goes and books a flight for you. Like there's a lot of things on Telegram I don't think people actually realize is on there.
These bots on Telegram also, sooner or later, are going to start doing a lot of volume.
Oh yeah, like they'll be able to, just like kind of like the bots on Perplexity and that, where you can tell it to go and put something in your basket on Sainsbury's or whatever it is, or Nike.
Yeah.
They will be able to do that on Ton, but they will then be able to check out and do other things.
Yeah.
So I think it's just people using it. Like that's the hardest part for Ton to do, is to get people to use the bots within the app, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But yes, if you believe in Ton, you believe in Pavel Durov and the team or whatever, like hold some for the course. That's why I've got it, because I think they will actually look to do well with the token and use it for stuff rather than just let it die. Per se. Which is why I've held some Ton, I've staked it, and I'm not doing anything with it. Like the staked Ton that I've staked is to never be unstaked. It goes to zero or it goes to billions in my eyes.
Yeah.
So that's how I'm looking at Ton at the minute. Haven't done anything, like I say, took some risk off with Redo, put a little bit of that back on. But if we were to go lower in this, like you said, back down to give or take maybe 6, 7, probably look to put some of that back on again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is there any other charts you want to have a look at? Seeing as one of the topics was what were the charts saying?
Atom, Cosmos.
Okay, I also want to have a look at I want to show you guys the meme coin one.
Oh, SPX. They had a conference last week.
Oh, really?
In Amsterdam, yeah. They had.
So am I looking at Atom or Osmosis?
Atom.
Right, this is Atom. Fucked. Excuse my French.
Atom.
Yeah.
Time.
Not looking too hot.
But it's reclaimed one of those lines, right? So now
yeah, but then you've only got to look at every time it reclaimed one before, and it always resulted in another failed rally. Like that's a clear downtrend that's just not to be touched. Like, I would not touch that until we broke past 3. Like you can try and bottom pick and obviously catch that rally 2-3 and a 66% move, but that's not me.
Yeah, so that's Atom. That's one of the ecosystems. People are also talking about NFTs being back. Apparently,
Yeah, they moved a bit.
Bored Apes floor price has doubled.
You know, like if we look at total crypto market cap, like you can see we're back into resistance. Like there's nothing amazing there. So this is the meme coin one I was talking about. So this is meme coin market cap. You can see on the weekly, like, or if we go to the daily, we're above all moving averages, which could call for some sort of relief rally.
It's meme season, baby.
Yeah, it's just how high do we go? Like what, from a pattern point of view, you could have potentially a cup and handle or something like that form. And that would take you to, give or take, if that's the bottom, 55 billion. So within meme coins, they did increase by, give or take, 50%.
There'll be obvious clear losers and clear winners.
Yeah. So I think obviously to pick their winners, you need to see what meme coins have moved most over the last couple of weeks.
Yeah.
To see that. USDT dominant. So this is quite interesting. Or this is USDT plus USDC. We had this inverse head and shoulders on this a while ago with a target of give or take 16%. We're potentially on our way, but the key thing is to remember when we get there, that's likely and potentially a double top. So if anyone listens to Benjamin Cohen's work, or listens to Benjamin Cohen, who thinks we are in a bear market, Bitcoin could bottom as early as October this year. And the next low is likely to be put in June. So we're likely to turn at some point in May and get that low put in. If we're to have a lower low, who knows, but a low. But this would make sense, i.e. if this was to actually get up and double top, if it does that towards the back end of the year, that puts you to around that October time. Like it makes sense. And then into 27, 28, back end of the decade, we look to rally. That's usually when these cycles sort of do their thing. Another one is Bitcoin dominance. So we've been following this for a while. Like Bitcoin dominance, you could argue is still in a bull market. Yes, in the shorter term, we have put in a lower high than the previous peak, but we haven't put in consecutive lower lows. Like we've still made, let me just move this up a little bit. Since our lows back here in, well, give or take 21 to 22, consecutive higher highs, literally all the way. So there's still the possibility Bitcoin dominance isn't done. And that would result, if we're not done, in something maybe like 2019 into 2020, where Bitcoin dominance had a double top. So this could be top one. Bitcoin dominance rallies into end of year, give or take October, November, December, potential double top. Then we get that silly alt season, kind of like we saw last cycle. If you want to compare it to other periods. So it's difficult. It's very difficult. Like if you could say on bigger time frames as well, like you could argue it's still in a bull market because it hasn't put in consecutive lower lows since 22, and you've made a marginal new high. But all ETH has really done is chop sideways between $870 to $5K. Like, it's a massive range, but I think the long-term aspects of these charts, or most of these bigger cryptos, will likely revert in higher prices. It's just whether you can stay the course of all the shit that happens in the middle.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, that's the difficult part of it.
That's the hard part.
So a quick question for you. Is there anything that you've put on or assets that you're looking at potentially putting a little bit of risk on over the next couple of weeks, or have already?
I'm starting to think about it. I'm starting to think about small privacy adjacent projects like HNS. Starting to think about things like that. Really
Okay.
tiny little projects that might become just small projects, which is
Yeah.
often a 10 to 20x. But I'm just thinking about things like that now.
What do you think a catalyst could be for like HNS?
I don't know, because we're having the privacy so-called narrative at the moment with
Yeah.
Zcash and
I mean,
even
Xano's
Xano.
back to near all-time highs as well.
Yeah, so we're having a privacy narrative at the moment, but it seems to only be among the majors.
Yeah.
I think that might be a messaging issue, because I think what's happening is a lot of people are buying privacy tokens, but I don't think many people are using privacy tokens. And I think
Yeah, they're
that,
just buying it for the dollar gains.
yeah, I think a lot of people are speculating. I bet you a lot of people who have bought Monero or Zcash have absolutely no idea how to make a single private transaction.
Yeah.
Could that change soon? Maybe, if some big tax issues started to hit people, or that became a narrative, and people decided that they needed to start using their privacy so as not to get stung with illegal tax bills. Then maybe we might see such a thing.
Yeah.
But who knows? It's the main one that I see happening, away from the obvious being
What, like Hyperliquids,
hyperliquid.
RWAs?
Yeah,
Yeah.
American Elvis being hyperliquid.
That makes sense.
Which again, there is no up and coming plays on hyperliquid. I don't know if the characters on hyperliquid, such as like XYZ and VNTL, I don't know if they have their own tokens. Don't think
Yeah.
they do. Let's see, actually.
No, I think the best way of playing Hyperliquid is either the token itself, or if you want a tax efficient way in the UK, is to buy their DAT, which is Per. That has gone up double what Hype has.
See, now I'm thinking if they have an ecosystem, you would go for their meme, but that's not really worked
Yeah, the
out.
meme hasn't been top.
It's not worked out. So I'm trying to consider who else in their ecosystem is turning a profit. And it looks like these guys who are offering the TradFi would be the first place to look.
Yeah. I mean, or unless you were to partake in vaults,
Yeah.
potentially.
Yeah.
If you find someone like our Crypto Waffle that's got 100% APR, then you will do pretty tidily.
117. So
Yeah. Not half bad, eh? Not half bad.
not half bad at all.
For two people that just do it for fun.
No. When I'm looking, I can't really see we're not one of the top ones.
No, we're not yet. We've only been going a month, give or take.
Right, but as we go for longer, we start to creep
Climb
up
the
the ranks.
leaderboard.
Yeah, we start to creep up the ranks.
We just got to keep our A game on.
Yes. Yeah.
Right, should we get into predictions?
Let's do that, sir.
Let's do it. Right. Bitcoin. We both said 83.8. Is that correct?
Let me have a look. Yeah,
Anyone that
84.
usually writes it down.
Both said
Both said
84.
84.
Yeah.
We have been as high as 82,800. So not quite.
No.
Both of our ETHs not correct. Unfortunately, our ETH long got stopped out, didn't it?
I know. It was
Annoying.
It was too tight.
I think we're going to have to keep it on again, you know, because that on the daily or get it back on, I'm just waiting for ETH to have a little
Have a go at
move.
2.5.
Yeah, I think this kind of 2.6, called a sort of 2.5 area is definitely in touching distance. Oil, what was our targets?
96 and 112.
Who said what?
I said 96. I
And you
am
nailed it.
literally the oil man. Yeah.
We should have shorted oil.
I did in my
Damn
private
it.
life.
Well, we can't even do it on the thing, can we?
No, exactly.
Fartcoin. Unfortunately, we didn't go to yours, but we have been to mine.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, so 1-1. And then Doge. Not there.
No. Sideways. Yeah.
Yeah, it's sort of sideways since we made our predictions last week.
Okay.
But again, the key thing there is 1-1 draw, but the ones we put the longs on, we've realised that our stop was a tad tight.
Yeah.
But the one that has worked really well is Fartcoin.
Yeah.
So, what do you want to leave on this week, sir?
We'll do Bitcoin, ETH,
Can we get rid of WTI and do
copper.
You want to do copper?
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Copper. Rather than Fartcoin, I would like to put forward that we put Turbo in.
Oh.
That's a blast from the past.
Yeah, go on. I'd like to see why.
Let me get it for you. Well, if there's going to be a little risk-on rally, you know, you would need to go out to the
yeah, you need to go out and find some risk. Yeah, fair enough.
So I was looking at the turbo chart, and this is what I've found. So this is the turbo chart. You can see that we are coming back into a key area of resistance, and give or take, let me blow this up a little bit. Give or take that there. So that we're in that area of resistance. Now, I think if we go into the daily here, you have a very clear risk to reward, because if we are going to get a risk off rally of some sort, even if it lasts a week or two, you have a very clear defined risk to reward here, i.e. you put your stops at give or take 0.0011, you leave your long on, and you see how high we can go. Because a move from here back to the next area of major resistance, you're looking at potentially 150%. So that's why I'd like to put Turbo in the mix.
Okay.
We happy to get rid of Doge?
Yeah. Doge.
Okay, and then one more.
Shall we do a stock?
Yeah. Which stock? Anything you fancy? Let me have a look. Tell you what, I was looking at emerging markets ETF earlier.
Yeah, it's a good shout. Unless wheat prices go through the roof, in which case.
What was the emerging markets thing I was looking at? It was.
Circle's done 12% in a day.
Yeah, look, this is Circle here. That's all around the Clarity Act.
Ah, right.
That's why.
Headline
that's why that's doing well. What was that? Where did I put it? Was it on here? Is it this one here? Yeah, so Latin America ETF. Is it EWZ? No, I might have bookmarked something, you know. MSTR?
They had their earnings, didn't they? And apparently they went really well.
Don't know, let's have a look. MSTR. There's MSTR. Currently trying to hold the 185 area. You clear that, rally back to 230s on the cards. Which from current price, you're looking at about 20% move. I think that coincides with Bitcoin rallying back to 94.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you want to put MSTR in there, or do you
Yeah.
want to do something completely off crypto?
Let's do MSTR.
Okay.
The only problem is we've only got 3 things we can possibly. Let's do. Can we do? Can we do also just so that we've got another crypto one? I know it means that we're doing 6 this week, but can we also do? Oh, do you want to do
Handshake.
Solana?
Oh, you want to do Sol?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Let's do Sol. There we go. Right. Bitcoin, sir.
Can I say sideways? That's not a thing, is it?
No. But yeah, you could say like, I don't know, 78 or like 84.
I'm gonna say 85.
85.
Yeah.
I'm kind of in the same camp that you're in, that we're just gonna chop.
Take a breather. It's looking like.
Yeah, like we've had a decent rally here. Like, let's just relax a bit. Can I say 78?
Yeah.
78 for me. ETH, this I'm more constructive on. I think if Bitcoin kind of just chills, I'm going to go with your week's last target of 2,550.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay there as well.
You staying there with me, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, lovely. Let's do all the cryptos.
Now you're talking.
Let's do all the cryptos first.
Oh, okay.
Sol. Look, your prediction last time was nearly correct, and so was mine. Look.
Oh, mate.
We caught that limit long.
And we needed to get it at 80, didn't we?
Yeah.
If we had just gone long and not limit long.
And it went as low as 81.30.
Oh.
Damn it.
We weren't far off.
No. What do you think, though? Now we're back at 97.
I like Solana, you know. I really like Solana here.
Why is that?
Because I think Solana is where the AI agent economy will thrive.
Okay.
I think the network is set up for it. The developers exist for it. And it gives them enough freedom to do foolish things.
Okay.
Which
So where do you think that puts it? Do you think it's going to chill out a bit or just keep going?
I think it's going to go back to where it was, but I don't think it does it all in one go.
What's about to like 112?
Yeah. All right, let me take that. Let me take 112.
Next week, though, that's quite a big move.
Mate, mama didn't raise no pussy.
Okay. I am going to go not as bullish. I'm going to say, can I say 105?
Meow. Yeah, you can.
My cat's got a hell of a lot louder. So 105 and you're 112, yeah?
I'm 112, yeah.
Okie dokie. Right, MSTR. I think that's going to have to chill out if Bitcoin's chilling out. Well, I don't know, actually.
No, I don't think it does. Because equities are just running riot, aren't they?
Yeah, okay, I'm going to say 210.
Yeah, I'm going to say 215.
215 and 210, yeah?
I just want that extra point.
210.
We are bullish this week. Ooh.
Yeah, I think I might need to change my Bitcoin.
We are bullish. Cry. I'll go cryptos without cry.
I'm going to change my Bitcoin prediction.
What two?
I'm coming with you to 85.
Okay.
Turbo. I reckon we could be heading to 0.002.
That's a massive move.
Yeah, that's big.
50%.
That's big, but I'm happy to put some money on that.
I'm gonna say 0.0018 then.
1.8.
Yeah. This will be the one that we trade. And finally,
Yeah, copper.
copper.
So next week, right? So I do think that copper ultimately over the next couple of years is likely going to north of 10. Right? Which is give or take 80% from here.
What's the all-time high?
We're all-time high was back in Jan, which was 662.
Okay, so we
Currently
are
at 647.
pretty much there. Is that
Yeah.
that's the all-time high of all time?
Yeah, of all time. Look.
Look at that crumbling dollar. Oh, we are high.
And do you know what's interesting? Let me show you this. I wasn't going to do this on here. I was going to save this for my Saturday call, but it's too good not to show. Let's do. I think it was silver. So if you overlay silver, now I'm not one to make assumptions, but if you do a little bit of moving around, it's very easy to see that these were very well aligned.
Yeah.
Over these periods of give or take all the way since 2004. Well, not exactly, but you can see the general pattern that they were in.
Yeah.
And what happened to silver once it got past all-time highs? What happens to copper once it goes past all-time highs over the next couple of years, or maybe even really fast like silver did in a
Maybe
week or
like
two?
silver did, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like money's just looking for somewhere to pile into.
Yeah.
And I can't.
Well, it's all the AI race. It's the build-out race, isn't it? It's commodities.
Oh, I like this one. All right, I'm gonna say something crazy.
Go on. Yeah, but in a week, remember that, a week.
$7.
Yeah, not a chance. Unless there's the only reason. Actually, hang on a minute. What is that in percent terms?
10%.
Nah, actually, you could get that. I'm not going to say.
I could get it, couldn't I?
Yeah, it's 8% from here. I'm not saying that's crazy. That's perfectly doable. I mean, we saw silver up and down. Was it 20, 30% in a day?
I think silver done a 20% day, didn't it? It had a 20% down day.
Yeah, I'm not going to go as bullish. Can I say 660?
You can.
680, sorry.
You can. You little scaredy cat.
680. And I've put my copper position on today, so I'm quite happy with my my entry.
I'm going to put a copper position on as soon as we end this, and I'm going to put some
just for the week, though, or are you going to do it for longer?
Leverage on. I don't know. I'm going to put it.
See what the funding rate is.
With whopping leverage. I've already looked. It's like flat. 0.
Oh, is it flat?
6, yeah.
That's pretty good.
Not 0, but like it's what it normally is.
I might have to put some leverage on as well then. Right, over to you, sir. Also, whilst I'm here, can you send me our Hyperliquid address, because I have the money from the Poly market that you can put into our vault to increase the limit so people can come and join.
Add more. The address for our thing.
I need the sole address, please.
Oh, right. Okay. I think I'll do it off stream because I need to find it.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
All right. So let me share.
Ladies and gentlemen, that means there is more space become available in our vault if you'd like to join.
Well, first of all, let me just show off the vault.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because it makes me look cool. 118%.
And that was up at 200, by the way.
It was.
At one point last week.
But it rolls over every month.
Yeah.
So in the last 30 days, this is how we've been behaving.
Yeah.
Up and
What's
to
the
the right.
all-time look like?
Oh, basically the same because our vault's only like 35 days.
Oh yeah, it's only a month and a bit, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not bad that. It's not bad that at all.
So
Our timing of starting this has been pretty damn good.
no, do you know what? I feel like this year, since we blew up our account last year, and we were like, right,
We've
no
learned some
more,
serious lessons.
no more Mr. Nice Guy. Well, we was like, no more Mr. Nice Guy. We're gonna be sensible. We're gonna stick to our guns. We're not gonna do stupid stuff. And we introduced limit orders
Yeah.
because before we were just picking higher or lower. But I think with limit, I think that's helped us not to go into things.
And we also letting our winners run.
And we're letting our winners
like
run.
we're not rushing in to close them out.
Yeah.
Either.
Which on that note, I think we need to talk about Fartcoin.
Yes.
Currently up.
So what are we currently up?
73.8%.
Okay.
Which is whopping. But our take profit is at 27.5. So we're kind of close to it now.
Right. I think, hear me out on this. Let me know what you think.
Yeah.
I think we close 70% of the position. Okay. And where was our entry?
21.
We closed 70% of the position. We moved the stop loss to $22 or 22 cents.
Yep.
Okay. And we get rid of the TP and leave it open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Because that way we book a load of the profits. If our stop loss gets hit, it gets hit in profit anyway.
Yeah.
And that way, if risk continues to rally, then great.
Okay. All right. So let me close that market price. 70%.
Unless you want to do a bit more, I'm happy to do more.
I think 70 is fine. Unless you want to do 67%.
No, 70. I don't know why you keep saying 67.
I have an 11-year-old.
No, don't say anymore.
It's literally my job.
Try and get it anywhere possible.
It was my dad's 67th birthday the other day. And
it actually was his.
Yeah. And he didn't get the joke when I kept on doing that to him.
Is something wrong with you, son?
Right. So let's move the TP. No, hold on. Let's remove the TP altogether.
Yeah.
So
get rid of the TP.
Close long. Well, that's a stop loss. So
you can get rid of all those Sol and ETH ones as well.
Yeah,
and Bitcoin.
We can. Do you know what? I think I can just close all of this.
Yeah.
There's nothing here we need. All right, get rid of all of that junk.
So open positions.
So now we just need to add our new stop loss, which was at 22 cents.
What was our entry again? 21?
21, yeah.
Should we do 23 just in case?
Bit more profit.
Yeah. And then we leave that TP open.
Yeah.
Happy to let that ride?
Yeah. So now we just ride this one into the sunset.
Yeah, I like that. I think that's our biggest trade to date, you know.
No, it was the one that had the hack, Arve.
Oh, was that our biggest?
Yeah. Oh, hold on. No,
it is.
No, it's this one. Yeah.
See, I thought so.
Yeah, boy.
Love it.
Arve was close, though.
Yeah, Arve was still a big trade.
Arve was a nice short.
Love that. And do you know what's really annoying? I have to apologise to any of our social media followers. I forgot to post our trade graphic.
I bet you wouldn't have forgotten if it had something to do with paddle, though, would you?
No, I wouldn't. Actually, I'll tell you what. I did miss a game last week because I forgot I booked it.
Really?
I didn't put it in my diary. Yeah, someone called me and they were like, are you nearby? I was like, no, why? They're like, we've got a game. I was like, oh shit.
No. So you had to forfeit. You wasted.
I had to forfeit. But luckily someone filled in. I just had to pay the pleasure of playing for someone else's game.
Yeah, that's fair.
But my fault, so I can't complain.
Right, so we know what we're doing with Fartcoin. Now we need to decide which one of our trades are we going to put on and why is it turbo?
Yeah, right. We can't do copper or MSTR, can we?
No. We can do Solana, Turbo, ETH, or BTC?
Right, I think we do ETH and Turbo.
Okay. Let's do ETH first.
Yeah. So with these, I would like to do the. So where our usual trade size is 20%,
Yeah.
I would like to increase the trade size of ETH, but lower Turbo to cover for it.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would want to go the other way.
The only reason why I don't want to go the other way is that we've just booked our highest trade today. I don't want to back ourselves straight off of it by going too risk on and having Turbo, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I'd much rather play the safer leg and
Or shall
hopefully be right.
Shall we just do them both at the same size?
Yeah, okay, go on. Let's not get too technical about it.
Yeah. Why do we need to change it? We'll just keep doing
I
it.
think you're spot on there.
Right, okay. So are we doing market or are we doing a limit?
Right, I think we do a market order on let's do a market order on ETH. And if we do our TP at what? Our target that we're both at, so 2.5, is it?
2.5. 2.550.
Yeah, 2.550 for both of us.
Yeah. Stop loss.
Right, this is where we went wrong last time. What was last week's stop loss? Do you remember?
I don't remember, no, but I can find out. I'm going to do it on another screen now.
I think we should have a stop loss that's called it 2.2. Is that wide enough? Or too wide?
Hold on, I'll tell you where our last one was. That was one of our worst losses at 2.265.
2.265.
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
You've got to be kidding me.
What did it go down to?
Let me just check on Hype. When was it? 2.265. When was this last week? That's where's my
the 8th we hit it. 8th of May.
On the 8th?
Yeah. At 5 minutes past.
So a Hyperliquid chart went to a low of 2.266. That's USDC though.
Yeah. Do you know what ours was? Ours was 2.267, weren't it?
Oh, we literally nailed the low with our stop loss.
Just because I was doing this.
We're no longer having any stop losses at 6 or 7 because of that.
Oh my gosh!
Right, okay. I think we do a stop loss at 2.250. Is that wide enough?
That's kind of back where we were. I'm happy with that though.
Yeah.
That's quite tight, 11%.
I mean, we can do a bit more if you want, but I mean, I'm looking at this 4 hour, and we really don't want to be breaking 2.3, or sorry, 2.70 on the 4 hour, and then on the daily, we really don't want to be breaking 2.80.
All right, so what should we do? 2.250, yeah.
Yeah, I think 2.250 is wide enough.
You sure you don't? You sure you don't want to do 2.1?
No. You don't even need to finish that sentence.
2.250.67. There you go.
2.250. You're doing 0.67.
Oh, I'm not. It doesn't allow me to.
Good. Thank you, Hyperliquid.
All right, 3x market. All that's done. Bish bosh. Right, are you ready?
Yeah, get it on.
Okay, next is Turbo.
I think Turbo's on Hype.
Yeah, it is.
Lovely,
Volume
right.
tiny though.
Oh well. I think we do a market long. So this is where we got to be tight. I think this one could take a couple opportunities or a couple stabs at to get right. I think we do a market long stops at 0.00125. And then what? TP open? Or should we go to my high one of 0.002?
You go to your one.
Okay. That's a nice risk to reward.
Yeah. That's what we're in this one for, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right. I'm happy with that.
Happy?
We are quite heavily long, yeah. But
unless you want to do a limit long.
No, because I feel like while the market's got momentum, we should capitalise.
Yeah, but I also kind of think the sensible approach would be to have one limit long, if that makes sense. Because if we were to have a cool-off period, be it next week, we catch something at potentially a lower
We get
level.
something, yeah.
Should we do a turbo limit long?
I've already done turbo.
Yeah, I reckon we could cancel that, and just do a limit long. Because we got the risk on with ETH, we've still got FAR on.
Okay.
I know it switches it up a little bit, but it's sensible, I think.
Okay, so we close turbo. Small $2 loss. And we'll do it as a limit long.
Yeah, I think we do the entry at where our stop loss was.
Oh gosh, that low.
Yeah, so let's have a smallish pullback.
So 0.0012.
125. So it's about an 8% pullback. It's nothing like
Where do you want
major.
Where do you want our new stop loss?
0.0011. Was that too much? No, that's way too much, isn't it? 0.001.
115. 118.
118. 118212.
I want to be in this turbo. I want to be in it from now. All right. Gosh. Okay. In my own private life, I'm going to go copper long and I'm going to go turbo long.
Copper and turbo long?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to join you.
Yeah. Kind of want to go soul long as well, Oh, we should have done a soul limit.
I forgot we even did soul,
Yeah, soul limit. All right. To heck with it. That's
all right, then.
We'll live with our choices. We can't be changing our minds over and over again.
Yeah, lovely jubbly.
Right then.
Yeah, that wraps up episode 78, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for coming. We shall see you again next week.
Oh, before we go, make sure you follow us on Twitter and Instagram and YouTube. But I just wanted to leave with this 109% return. And also, are you doing a Saturday morning AMA?
Potentially, but I am potentially in a paddle tournament, but I don't know if I get accepted until Wednesday, at Wednesday, Thursday, the latest.
Okay.
So I will let everybody know.
Cryptowaffle.fun if you're interested.
Will you be joining on the Saturday if I do one?
On my Telegram, yeah. If you're doing one,
okay, so
I'll try to join.
We'll find an asset to discuss, and we'll go through how to make one of those documents.
Awesome. Yes, let's do that.
Yeah.
Yes, please, sir.
All right then. Right, thank you very much, ladies and gents, and we shall catch you next week.